Hello and welcome back to Alyena's Kitchen, where today we're going to be making a homemade carrot cake. This is one of my all-time favorite cakes and it's so delicious. So what's more to say? Let's get started. So to start with, we're going to be making the foundation of the cake, and this cake is so light and moist, and part of that reason is because you sift the flour mixture 3 times. So here I have just 2 big bowls and I'm going to go back and forth sifting it. And here I have 2 cups of flour. Next I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Oh, I can see the smoke of the flour in the air. All right, once you put everything together, we're just gonna be sifting it back and forth. Also guys, what is your favorite cake? Please leave a comment below and let me know, and maybe I'll make it. Once your dry ingredients are all nicely sifted together, you can start lightly beating together 4 eggs. So the next thing we're going to start doing is mixing together all of our wet ingredients. And here I have a 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. Ooh, nice and messy. And 2 cups of just white sugar. And we're gonna beat, oh, that sure just sprayed back up at me. And you're gonna just beat this together for about a minute until everything's thoroughly combined. So once you've added all your wet ingredients together, you're going to start slowly adding in your flour mixture and keep it on just a low setting because you just want to lightly combine it, not over mix it. Tastes about right. Here I just added about 3 cups of shredded carrots, which I'm just going to gently mix in, as well as actually I have about 1/2 cup or just a few handfuls of chopped pecans. You just want to gently mix it in so the batter stays nice and light and fluffy. Once your cake is done, you're going to want to line your baking sheets with first butter and then parchment paper. Once you put the parchment in, I'm also gonna butter that because the worst feeling of the world is when you have your beautiful cake finished and half of it stays in the pan. So I wanna be very sure it's all coming out. So next I'm just gonna evenly distribute my cake batter between each pan. And while I do this, I also have the oven preheating at 350 degrees. If you feel like your cake pans aren't all that full, don't worry, because once you bake it, it's going to rise up and be nice and fluffy. So now my favorite part of any cake, the frosting. This is a delicious cream cheese frosting. So what you're going to want to start out with is 16 ounces of cream cheese, and I've left them out for a few hours so they're nice and soft, as well as 2 sticks or 1/2 pound of butter. Very healthy. And you're just gonna wanna beat this together until everything is nice and combined. Once everything is beat together, you're gonna wanna add about 1 cup of powdered sugar at a time, and here I have 4 cups. So we're just gonna be slowly adding it in. And so the last thing that is actually optional is vanilla extract. I'm adding about 2 teaspoons, but you can add 2 to 3 or none at all. It's up to you. Also, once you've added everything together in your blender, you're going to want to mix it together until everything is nice and incorporated for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm also going to leave the frosting at room temperature, so once our cakes are out of the oven and cooled, it'll just go on very nice and smooth. Oh, she's pretty. So now the best part, getting to try it, of course. So good. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, please check out the ones that are right over here for more of my recipes.